Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto dessert recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make super easy keto fudge rounds. If you're anything like my husband and I, we love Little Debbie snack cakes. But of course, being on a low carb diet, they are a no-no. So I've already made Little Debbie and Hostess style snack cakes, different kinds. If you've been following the channel, you know that I've made several different kinds. Zebra cakes, ding dong, Twinkies, all that good stuff, it's all here. But today we're going to do the keto version of Little Debbie fudge rounds. So if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out the link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check that out and subscribe there also. And if you would like to help support this channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So, while we do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Line a large baking sheet with the silicone baking mat or some parchment paper and set it aside. In a large mixing bowl, combine 56 grams or around a half cup of coconut flour, 15 grams or around 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you want to, you can add some dry spices if you want to give your cookies a little bit of a different flavor. I'm leaving mine just as chocolate. Sift the dry ingredients until fully combined and there are no lumps, then set it aside for a minute. In a large mixer bowl, combine 9 tablespoons of butter that's been softened, 44 grams or around 3½ tablespoons of the brown sugar substitute of your choice. I'm using brown monk fruit sweetener. And 32 grams or around 2½ tables of the granulated sugar substitute of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. You can adjust the sweetness according to how sweet you want the cookie part of your fudge rounds. Also, if you don't want to use a combination of granulated and brown sugar substitute, you can use all granulated or all brown. I prefer the taste and texture of a mix. Beat the butter and sugar substitutes together on medium speed for about 1 minute or until the butter mixture is smooth and creamy. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the butter mixture to the center of the bowl. Add 2 large room temperature eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then stir the wet ingredients all together until it's fully combined. Gradually stir the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Just do this a little bit at a time. It's a lot easier for it to mix well if you just add a little bit at a time, mix it in, then add a little bit more rather than dumping it all in at once. If you don't have a standing mixer, you can just do this with a wooden spoon. It stirs together very easily. Stir everything together until it's fully combined and you have a smooth dough. Then once again, scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the dough to the center of your bowl. If you want to, you can fold in around 1/4 to 1/2 cup or so of chocolate chips or chopped nuts or any add-ins of your choice if you want to. I'm leaving mine just plain chocolate. Scoop the dough out 1 tablespoon at a time onto your prepared baking sheet. Roll each dough scoop into a tight, smooth ball. Use your hands and press each dough ball out to your desired thickness. I'm making mine around 1½ inches in diameter, give or take a little bit. It doesn't have to be precise. You just want to make sure that all of them are the same thickness so that you have an even cook. Also, make sure you leave space in between each one of the fudge rounds. These don't really expand or puff up or anything, but you do want to leave space so that you can have an even cook around the edges. And they do expand just a little bit, not much though. Place the fudge rounds in your preheated oven. Bake at 375 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes or until the edges of the cookies just start to darken a little bit. Once the cookie part is done baking, remove the pan from the oven and allow the cookies to sit on the pan for around 7 to 10 minutes or until the cookies are firm. After the cookies have set and they're firmed up, these are still going to be a little bit of a softer cookie, but they should be firm enough to where you can lift them off the pan without them falling apart. Transfer the cookies to a wire rack and allow them to cool completely before assembling them. To assemble your cookies, turn half of the cookies upside down. Scoop 1 tablespoon of filling into the center of the flat side of the upside down cookies. Use a butter knife and spread the filling just a little bit so you can flatten and smooth the top out a little bit. Top the filling with a plain cookie and gently press the cookies together so that the filling can spread evenly throughout the cookies. Make sure you just press gently. These are a softer cookie and you do not want your cookies to break. Now, of course, you can use any filling you want in these fudge rounds, but if you want to use the chocolate filling that I'm using, then beat together a half cup of butter that's been softened, a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Beat it all together for about a minute or so until it's smooth. Then gradually beat in 94 grams or around 3/4 cup of the powdered sugar substitute of your choice. I prefer powdered monk fruit blend. Then just beat everything together until it's fully combined and you have a smooth filling. If you need to, you can add up to 1 tablespoon of the keto milk of your choice. You want this filling to be firm, but not so firm that you can't spread it. You don't want it super soft like frosting, otherwise when you bite into your cookie, the filling's just going to gush everywhere. So you want it to be firm, but still able to spread it. Once the fudge rounds are all assembled, you can serve these just as is, or you can do like I am and just drizzle a little bit of the extra frosting in wavy lines over the tops of the fudge rounds. If you do apply the drizzle like I'm doing, then place them in the refrigerator for about 5 to 10 minutes after you've applied the chocolate drizzle. This will just let the chocolate drizzle firm up a little bit. You can eat these immediately. If you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 1 week, or store them in an airtight container in your freezer for up to 2 months. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more recipes like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.